So me providing for you was more valuable than you giving me 2 children.
You hear what that man told her? You'll never find another provider like me.
Guys who are in their 20s and 30s are like, I'm not even going to start like dating in my community. I'm going to look abroad first.
About 6 years into the relationship, I began to feel stuck.
You better put your money aside, or if they cut you off and then you can't eat and you can't have health insurance.
But I am headed to Asia, going to Thailand first.
I'm gonna move out my life.
In 2030, more than half of the women living in the West will be single due to the fact that majority of our men are going overseas to find their brides.
Test the waters first before you even go out there.
Basically what I was doing. Because we navigate with our head down so often.
You don't know, like, oh, well, you better put your money aside, or if they cut you off and then you can't eat and you can't have health insurance and you got to bear you're like little things that you're not thinking about because you're emotionally tied, that all of a sudden you need to just survive.
Correct.
And make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
And they don't teach us that. And the lawyers don't teach you that either.
Well, the lawyers don't give a
because they want their money.
That's right. Yeah. You know, I was trying to figure it out. I knew I was independent. I knew I was an entrepreneur. And I've never had a 9-to-5, so I didn't know the corporate world, but I also knew I couldn't go into corporate world because of my baby's math schedule, travel, all of the things. And so I tried everything. I'm a certified yoga teacher.
Wow.
I own and co-founded 3 businesses.
So that's a whole nother subject.
Girl.
So I really want to teach people, like, these are some of the things that you need to have in place before you even think about it.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, she made it seem like she didn't do anything. They brag about things they've done. So obviously you were doing that before you got with Matt Barnes. But that's not the case. We already know Matt Barnes was snaked out by Derek Fisher. I want you guys to see exactly why she left him. And it truly makes no sense. But then I thought about it. I said, wait a minute. Why would she say this? Check it out.
Figure this out. None whatsoever. But I just had to leap. And I had to leap for myself. And more importantly, I ended up having to leap for my kids because I just wasn't the best version of myself for them. And that wasn't going to be, that was really going to fall more if I stayed in that relationship.
You're learning how to be who you want to be and happy. You just said, I'm just coming to that at 40 years old. And that's super important.
Curveballs, girl.
And you keep moving and you don't give up and you believe in yourself. So I love everything that you talked about because I really want people to understand that I don't care who you are. You got to figure out how to make yourself happy. You got to figure out not to put up no bullshit. If it's not feeling good for you, get out. And yes, it doesn't mean that's easy.
Right.
But that means that basically what you and I are saying is that we love ourselves enough to be happy.
This girl was well taken care of. And I'm sure she knew what to do. I'm sure she has parents even. And she comes across like the kids were infants. All of your kids are grown. I saw a picture of her sitting with her daughter at a game of some sort. I don't know what it was. But her daughter looked almost as old as her, right? But they talk about it. And you know what I came to the conclusion of? A lot of them are going through a midlife crisis. Let me tell you what happened. She's 40. She's still putting up pictures with her sons walking, right? And she has someone in the back of her so she can show her buttocks. That's what she wants to do. She wants to get out there and see what options are open to her. And also nowadays, a lot of girls don't mind getting with younger men. They feel like as long as the pen is clean, it can stand up to attention, they're ready to see what they can get, right? And also, when you get older, you end up being more open to it. She's going to realize, though, when it all hits the fan, she's going to say, wow, lost my marriage. This is the reason why guys are making the choices they make now. But check this video out.
Hello. Have you ever met somebody who's going through a midlife crisis? Because you just did. Hi, I'm Brandy. I'm new to this, and I don't know what's going on in my life. I have a couple of degrees. lots of friends, lots of experiences that have shaped me. And I woke up about a couple of years ago feeling like my career is in a dead end and my experiences are in a dead end, and that I'm running to and or from whatever my life is supposed to be. And I have a hard time finding people who are talking about going through the same thing that I am. So I'm going to try this. I've done a lot of soul searching, a lot of exploration, a lot of, academic work, reading, coaching, therapy, etc. And nothing really seems to be hitting home for what I want to do and what I want to be, what I want my life to look like. So I'm going to lean into some things, and I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to be more transparent and honest about the experience. So, hi, my name is Brandy. I'm 41. I have just moved back home. I am unsure of what I want to do to make money. I am unsure of where I want to live.
Wait a minute. So you hit 41 and you decide that now that you're unsure? They call it, this is another extension of the female loser epidemic. It is. Girls go through it a lot more than guys, right? Because guys are shamed for this. A lot of times we have no one to lean on. So we make the choices we make. I'll tell you guys, when I decided to make the choice I made it for financial reasons as well, right? Things are not peachy keen in the States. I wasn't struggling though. But if I can live somewhere and live for less, it makes sense to me. And I would even advise it to females too. But a lot of you females are doing it. And then you get overseas and you end up going back home because you go, wow, I can't make my life perfect with everything. Because, they want the money. And then it's possible you go overseas because things are less. You're not spending as much. But then you're not getting the love. Her right here, she's 41 and confused, still trying to figure it out. It's starting to become too late for you.
And I'm exploring and trying to find this out. And if this sounds like something you might be interested in, I say join me on the journey. And if it's not, you can scroll away. I don't care. I'm fine with that. Yeah, this feels like a decent start.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Last video ever. We want to go pick up the U-Haul truck.
Why are we smiling so much, though? Like, we really literally splitting up and we smiling.
We're going to pick up the U-Haul truck, and I'm moving my stuff out.
She's getting the hell on, y'all.
My man is happy.
Got the truck. Hey.
Why are we smiling so much? That man got somebody. Straight up. He had somebody. Oh, he's happy not to have the headache. See, they don't realize that man's going to be so happy. But take a look at what she says.
She out of here, y'all. I'm helping to move out my life.
Wow. That man got something else. He driving it.
Sometimes you just got to be comical. But yeah, so I'm loading up all my stuff. Ready to take my journey. Time is going by so fast. But I am headed to Asia. Going to Thailand first. And then I'll probably go head over to Africa. But I don't have a return time. I'm just going to go where I go. I'm going to flow how I flow. And hopefully be able to see a lot of nice things along the way. How many clothing items and what all to take, because I don't know exactly everywhere that I will be going and how long I will be gone. I originally only wanted to take a bag and I didn't want to check-in bags, so I'm going to try to fit 2 backpacks, kind of like probably better to have a backpack than luggage. And I know the least amount of time I'm gonna be gone is 3 to 4 months, but it could turn into forever. So yeah, we'll see. This is all that I have packed so far. Some of the stuff I couldn't move.
You know, the wild thing about this is you and your husband seem very friendly with each other. Why didn't you propose that to him and move with him? I would have loved to hear that story. Oh, you know, I talked to my husband and he said he doesn't want to do that. Like, that would have been more clear to me because I'm married. I'm thinking like you just up and leaving your husband and you both seem satisfied. Him, it may be because he can't wait to get rid of you, but he probably came to terms already. I could imagine. Forced, like, oh, you gonna up and leave? I'm sure he was crushed. That man, his poker face could be strong.
Because things were in the way. So we got that stuff. We got all my clothes right here. Then we have all this stuff. More power to the people who do this. I done packed all this stuff. I only got 3 boxes in here that I'm giving up. And more power to the people who able to pack, load the stuff, unload it, and unpack. That ain't me, baby. I hire me some help. All right, loaded up to capacity. Well, got a little bit of space on the right side for the final walk through, but it's all loaded.
Man. Well, I hope you landed that okay. You know, you're going to another country. It would have made sense to bring your husband with you, but the same thing with Gloria Govan. I'll tell you what happens as well. And it's true. That menopause comes in. Or you get to the point, it's like, my life, I need to change it. And yeah, you do have a lot of life left in you if you stay healthy. But still, I got to say this. I'm not even trying to push a pressure point on you females, but it's facts. It's harder for females. Not in the way they think, right? For you to get someone else to love you like that, man, they don't know what they're leaving. They don't cherish that love. That's exactly why I went overseas. You going to Asia? Let's go together. That man couldn't wait to get rid of her.
If she's still in shape, she gonna find another Vic. You might be an older Vic now, but she gonna find hold on, first of all, do you realize, is this the girl who had the kids by Matt Barnes?
Yes.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
The
bro.
twin.
Matt Barnes drove over there doing 100.
Let him tell it. He said no. That's your boy. He said no, that didn't happen.
Oh, it didn't? Okay, we don't mean no harm. We making jokes about they both had the same bitch. Derek wifed the bitch after she gave him pussy behind another nigga back. What else is there to say?
And they weren't married.
Real talk.
Yeah, but he said that his twins actually called him and
They
said
not married?
They didn't know at the time. I'm saying when that incident happened, Matt Barnes' mouth said that no, his son's not true. His sons did call him and said that they were uncomfortable, that they didn't like what was happening there, whatever. I guess because
He was hitting that pussy like that. She's like,
no, that they were having a bunch of people. There was like 8 people, so it was a party or something.
She got ran through by 8 people?
Here we go. Anywho.
The sister has kids by who? Oh, they got
Arenas, yeah.
But
And there's so many different weird ties with them. And then that sister went on Jan Van Zant, remember, and said that she thinks that her sister, this one, slept with her husband, Gilbert. Oh, my God.
But I'm saying like
With her
they some
parents there.
bust
I was like,
downs.
what is going
NBA
on?
is full of players who sleep with everybody else's work.
Yeah.
Then they wipe somebody else's work. Everybody think they dick gonna pull it off. Well, you ain't seen my dick, boy. I got her. All right, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it's gonna be a little motherfucker book bag and a scooter knocking her down.
A book bag.
She like his dick, his little musty dick. You got NBA player money dick. Homie.
And you know what's funny? He's making a joke, but that's facts. What he's saying is facts. That musty dude with the scooter is knocking her down, could have been knocking her down already. And she already knows she leaves Derek Fisher. She has that money. I'm sure she got some money from Matt Barnes, right? So she got the 2 incomes coming in from divorce. Where are they at, by the way? I gotta check this real quick. I want to see if she does Gloria and Derek Fisher live in California. I spent most of the relationship based in Los Angeles. What Corey Holcomb said is right. So her midlife crisis is, I'm going to be young again and get clapped to oblivion. Look what just happened with Anthony Edwards. That baby mama, I forgot her name. I don't care about her name. I know she got a little baby. Couldn't get the bread. She's living in California. She got 2 guys' money. She's thinking. So she's on the podcast saying, oh, well, you know, I don't got it figured out. Yeah, whatever. Midlife crisis. Like Corby said, about a dust bucket.
They had children too, right? If I'm correct. They had a child too. Elder child, kids.
He had a child with her too?
I thought they had 2. Boy and a girl, I'm not sure.
I'm gonna knock your ex bitch up. This is the NBA. It's the funniest shit in the world.
They're official.
Family chase dumb athletes.
Gilbert Arenas got the best story though.
He's 51, she's 41.
Is that the bitch you gave a fake ring to?
Yep, that's the one he gave a fake ring to get the real one back.
You don't get these cake ass motherfuckers. Look, I salute Gilbert for that. God damn it, you ain't got the money. These bitches think they ahead of you, man. This motherfucker Derek Fisher wiped this bust down. I'm talking about what some of the world's greatest have done it.
Yeah.
Because everybody think they gonna pull it off. Nigga, I had her going, woo!
Somebody said the best thing is it's all ego.
It is.
I was hitting that pussy so hard, that bitch nutted. She said, quiet.
Scottie Pippen got a song.
Oh, they found the interview. They some dirty motherfuckers.
I found it. That's her? She looks different.
She look different. God damn it, she ain't
Her face is not as her face ain't done. Because she probably got the injections on her face. You see her face?
He told me, hey man, whoop-de-woo want to interview. I was like, oh, fuck, come on.
No, you was clowning on there. That's terrible.
All I did was kept saying the same thing. Bitch. That was the answer to
Something you're deadly afraid of. Does anything offend you?
Bitch.
You know what?
Black women
You're
are
right,
white
though.
I can't not. I can't.
Cut it off, man.
I can't.
Cut it off, man.
She was laughing.
She laughing at every last
at it,
bit.
so yeah.
Yeah, she was laughing. God damn it. My paper wasn't straight, though. I couldn't pop her off.
Oh, Lord.
That man is not wrong. I know. It's like in your face. But he's right. He's right.
Relationship with 2 kids. We have been together since I was 16 years old. You know, I had 2 children as a teenager. And I can honestly say that as young adults raising 2 children, we did pretty okay. But about 6 years into the relationship, I began to feel stuck. While he was sticking to and accomplishing all of the goals that he had set for himself, I was feeling like my life was just becoming like a revolving door of mother and wife duties. And then the goals that I had for myself would come last. I would come up with all these plans on how we could, you know, relocate to California as a family. And he would entertain it, but he never spoke life into it. And when it all hit the fan, I walked away from everything. And you know what was the hardest? The judgment and criticism that I received, especially from people I thought would be in my corner. After leaving that relationship, an overflow of blessings and opportunities started to come my way. It has been an extremely long journey of healing. I didn't know who I was outside of being a mom and a wife. I am that too, but I'm also more than just that. Now I am getting to know LaBrittany.
Wow. See that? All of them. I'm getting to know myself. What are they doing again? Men go through it too. Oh, I get that Harley Davidson, or get that bike that goes 200 miles per hour, knowing I'm going to kill myself, or get the car, that Hellcat, right? But this is what females do. They go through their crisis. I found myself again. You were lost? I thought you found yourself in your husband. That's how it's supposed to be. And they'll realize why things are the way they are now. Men have no choice. Understand, ladies, your time has come.
TikTok. TikTok indeed.
On her split with Derek Fisher in the most unusual way. News broke that Gloria and Derek have officially separated and are currently living in completely separate homes. They've been together since back in 2015 and officially tied the knot in July 2021. Honestly, I can understand why a lot of people saw this coming, especially with how quiet things have been between them lately. It was almost like this was bound to happen. Sources confirmed they are leading separate lives right now, though they stay in constant communication for their family. They aren't just filing for divorce just yet, since both of them have been through marriage before and want to take things step by step. Even though they're dealing with it well, it must still be really sad for them. Gloria Gavon later stepped in and left a direct comment under a social post about it that said, "We're going to be moving forward." What stood out to me was her clear focus on keeping the peace. I actually think she just wants to handle the situation with dignity instead of letting it turn into unnecessary public drama. But before you go, I want to know, do you think they'll end up working things out?
Working things out. Why? Like, for you to report on that news like that, it shows me that you're just doing it to get money, seriously. Because things are not working out. Do the Google search. See what state she's in. Understand what happens there. When you see that, you go, things are not working out. Like, people don't realize the manosphere is around for a reason. For females like her. For the midlife crisis females. You see so many are saying that. That's a new thing. Oh, I'm leaving to find myself. Find yourself by yourself. That's what's happening.
That's the reason why I'm not with him today. But it was the things that he said in the way that made me feel. That's the reason why I'm not with him today. And one of those things that he said to me was when we were already splitting up and I was moving out. And I was telling him, like, hey, you know, we don't need to do a nasty divorce, but, like, you do need to, like, give me some money to go on about my way, because I've been a stay-at-home mom for the past year and a half, and I don't have anything to show for that year where I could have been earning money. I was at home taking care of us. Like, you got to work because of my sacrifice, so I deserve something. And, like, nothing unreasonable, but just something so that I can breathe, so that I'm not, like, paycheck to paycheck, literally. And he told me, he said, gave birth to 2 children, and I raised them. And I helped with family life. And his answer was, what you did, that's not how value works. What you did didn't have any value because there was a lot of women who wanted to give me kids. I could have had kids with anybody. But you can't just run out and go find a man to provide for you any day of the week. So me providing for you was more valuable than you giving me 2 children.
You hear what that man told her? You'll never find another provider like me.
Message!
And a lot of y'all are looking for providers. And you get mad when men like me say, go 50-50, pay bills. Cause you think that's because I want a man to get over on you. You think it's because I think, you know, a man shouldn't take you out on dates or anything like that. No. Protect yourself. Go half on the bills. Go half on rent, mortgage, whatever the case may be. Have enough money to pay your own bills, whether that's a car note, car insurance, all that kind of stuff. Because should you choose to say, I want to get up and go for whatever reason, now I think you should work on your marriages. Some of y'all are being abused. Sometimes terrible things happen, right? But if it happens that I have done it all, I have truly given it all, I want to get up and go. The only way you can do so is if you are in the position to be able to provide for yourself. And in some women's cases, for yourself and your child. So now you are deadlocked in a space where you wanted a provider so bad, and you got one. To think that you are going to leave that person, they are still going to, of their own volition, without courts involved, provide for you once you're gone, when you're in that relationship, you're putting yourself in a bad space. So, you know, let this be a lesson, y'all. Go 50-50.
You know, for what she was saying, it didn't make any sense. It's common sense. Just get the courts involved. That's what most do. Only thing, you do have to spend the money, which he's not going to front the bill. Contact the mom, contact the friend, get the money, get the courts involved, hit him for the money. If he had enough to pay all the bills on his own, hit him. You're going to do it anyway. You're going to. Either you're going to get a job, which you're not going to do. You probably will. I won't say that. I'll say you probably will. Because that's what most of you do. And you, that's your God-given right? Because now the independence, you fought for it, you earned it, you have it. But still, you should have money saved on the back end. But my question is this: why are you leaving him? I saw a lady, I see it all the time. I see many situations where they have the man of their dreams, they leave him, and then he finds someone right away. You know what's funny? You know, video kind of reminds me of that. The girl, remember the black girl just now that said she's about to go to Thailand? Seen her husband laughing. I don't know why we so happy. Because I know why you happy, man. I know why. I understand. But this is what's happening.
Are almost twice as likely as women to marry like in out of the West. So these guys are literally, they've exhausted their options in the West or in their town or in their city or even in their country, and they're expanding their dating map. So what's actually even more interesting is that guys are actually they're starting younger doing that.
Yeah. And you know what's wild? Because you see what's happening to the guys over 50. They have to. They're being left. Why do you think that black guy could be about to go overseas as well? You going to Thailand? I'm going to Thailand too. You going to Thailand? I'm going to Colombia. That man's happy for a reason. I bet you he's going to do something similar. He's probably retired too. Said, oh, yeah, I'm about to make my moves too. And if he's not doing that, he's getting with someone else who makes him happier.
That's too. So like guys who are in their 20s and 30s are like, I'm not even going to start like dating in my community. I'm going to look abroad first.
I want something feminine and delicate.
Which is kind of insane to me. Like, you got to test the waters first before you even go out there.
But you know as well, nowadays guys don't want to test the waters. They don't see it getting better. What you have to understand is it happened with me, right? I didn't see it getting better. And look, I got to say it again. I feel like a broken man. Because how long ago did I make my decision? 11 years ago. Did it get better? And I wanted to be married. And then what did she talk about? Guys leaving to find wives. Some guys leave to get some. It's not about that, though. It's about femininity. Okay, hit him one time. I want something
feminine and delicate.
Seriously. That's what men need. And also someone that understands till death do us part.
In 2030, more than half of the women living in the West, the USA, will be single due to the fact that majority of our men are going overseas to find their brides.
It's about damn time. It's about damn time.
I want you guys to take a look at this video and then give me your honest opinion in the comment section. Take a look.
So what do you suggest the women in the West do if everyone's advice is for men in the West to look elsewhere for a wife? What happens to all the women in the West then?
Well, that one study we referenced was said by 2030 or something, 50% of women will be without a man. So that's the direction we're heading, because the men that are looking for those traditional values are starting to go overseas. And then the other half of the men are just checking out completely. They don't want to deal with women at all. So this is going to be a big issue that women are going to deal with in the future as their options dwindle.
Ladies, how are we feeling about this? Men, do you agree? Let me know. Like, comment, and share. Later.
And the reason why this is going to happen is because day by day I see it, right? I see it happening. you have to understand, if ladies are going through their own midlife crises, because this is happening, they're going through this. What are men to do? I gotta say this: you do see situations working there, but until those laws change, if a man wants to be traditional and be married and wants to keep the laws of God, then is he going to take a risk or leave for the reward? But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Other than that, peace out. See you next video.